March 5, 2026. We'll be doing the chart analysis of Nifty, precious metals, and a few other stocks. So, talking about Nifty, today it opened around the support line. Nearby that, it tried to break below that, but immediately took support and it bounced up. So, it was generally positive today. Nothing special about today. We'll have to see tomorrow whether it crosses above this yellow line or not. So if you look at this yellow line is coming from long back from 2020, almost let us say September or October 2020. It has started from there, and it is still acting as a support and a resistance. So right now, since the price is below that, it would act as a resistance. So we will have to see what happens in a couple of days, whether it is able to cross above this or it corrects from here. So either it could go like this or it could go like this. So we will have to see what happens tomorrow and the day after. Okay, nothing special about Bank Nifty except that it has corrected from the levels that I said, and it has corrected quite a bit. So let us just measure the move. How much has that been? Almost 5% down from where I called it out. Okay, so nothing special here except that it is taking support around this area. So we can draw a support line around this area like this, and it has closed above that. So, and this is also like a bullish hammer kind of thing, but not perfect. But still you can see that it tried to go below the support and then it immediately climbed above. So we'll have to see how the next few days pan out. Talking about gold, it seems to be creating a bearish flag inside a bearish flag. So let me draw it here. So this is one bearish flag that you see here. Okay, and then there is another bearish flag over here like this, which could also break to the downside. Okay, so that is my assumption that most likely it will break to the downside and reach at least 4500, and then the second target would be 4300, the third target would be around 4200, and the ultimate target would be around 3500. Okay, so these are just support levels coming from the pivot highs of the previous days. So that is why we have drawn this as a support. Okay, now talking about silver, nothing special here. This is also like a bear flag formation. So here you can see that this is the whole bear flag, goes like this and usually breaks to the downside. Okay, and if it doesn't go like this, then it can go up, but now the breakout has failed. This has failed, so the most likely direction would be down. Right now this is also like a bear flag. If it goes sideways like this, then it can fall downwards. So that is the assumption. So let us see. Talking about Dixon Technologies. So in Dixon Technologies, it wasn't nothing special today. It just tried to go below the yesterday's high or yesterday's close, but it couldn't sustain there. The rally, the downside was bought into, so it immediately went back up. So nothing special here. Keynes Technology. So yesterday it was at this lower end of the range, this particular white line that you see here. So this is the this particular line. So it was at a lower range, and then today it was a positive day and it closed near the upper range. So this is quite positive. Look at the volume today. That is also pretty good, better than yesterday. So that is good. Reliance is very interesting. So today it was a solid up candle, like a Marabozu candle. Now here you can see that yesterday it was like what you call the bullish hammer kind of pattern. So let me draw it here. A bullish hammer is like this. So it was something like this. There is a little wick above, but that is fine. So this is the bull flag, not a flag, but bullish hammer. So basically, the sellers tried to pull the price below, but they could not keep it below. Immediately, the buyer stepped in and closed it above the support. So this is the support because this is a major reversal point. So it just closed above the support, and today it just went straight up. So this is looking good. It is also inside this range now, the range of this red and green line. It is a channel. So we'll have to see how the couple of next days go. Kalyan Jewelers, same as Keynes Technologies. So this is like a bull flag formation. So in this bull flag, this is the pole and this is the flag, sideways chop, and it will break to the upside most likely. That is my assumption. So I think this is a good stock to watch out for. Swiggy, it tried to go below today, but immediately it was bought into, and now it has formed a hammer-like pattern. Okay, so I'm not drawing it properly, but basically something like this. Okay, so let me draw it properly. Something like this. Okay, very small wick at the top, so that should be fine. Okay, so this is the bullish pattern, and I think that in a couple of days this can climb above the resistance line, this green line, above 298. So most likely it should go further up. I think so. So let us see. Policy Bazaar, nothing special. So as long as it stays above this green candle, I think it is good. Most likely it will go to the upside because it has corrected quite a bit if you see here. So it has corrected quite a bit and it is almost at the support line. So in such kind of patterns, you cannot exactly pinpoint where is the support. So it may be 5-10 points on and off. Okay, so that is the analysis on Policy Bazaar. Zentech was pretty good today. So yesterday it was up. Today it is down, but still it was a little like it opened above and closed below. So nothing special here, not a significant pattern. Talking about HDFC, so yesterday it took support around 848 as I mentioned in my previous videos, and today it just created something like a bullish hammer kind of a pattern. Not very precise, but still it has a little wick above, so that is fine. So tomorrow I think it can probably go up like this. So we'll have to see. Sundaram Fastener, this looks good to me today because if you look at this overall chart, so this is like a double bottom kind of thing, like a W. Okay, so that is what I think it is. So I expect it to go up in the coming days. So we'll have to see. AU Bank, it is at, above or near the resistance. Okay, so this resistance is coming from Feb 2020. Okay, since then it has acted as a resistance multiple number of times. It tried to break above that, but it could not sustain there, and it immediately came back in. So we will have to wait for a couple of days. Just look at the volume on this red candle. It is huge when it broke inside the range. And then look at the volume of the green candles. It is very low. So most likely I think this is a fake move, fake out move. It will just fool people in believing that it is going to go up, and then suddenly you will see a down candle, a red candle here. So that is my assumption, but we'll wait and see for a couple of days. IT is not looking great. As I have been saying since quite a few days, every time it goes up, it gets sold into, and then it goes down. Okay, for the 2 days that you see here, it tried to go up, closed below, tried to go up, closed below. Today it opened above and closed below. So this is again like a bear flag formation, like this, and then sideways movement, something like this, and it will break to the downside. That is my assumption. Trend took support around this gap fill, so we'll have to wait for a couple of days before we can say that this is bullish or bearish. So we'll have to see. If it climbs above this area around 3900, then we can take a bullish position here, but we'll have to see after it reaches there. Yesterday I thought that bell would be kind of bearish, but today it just negated the whole negative move. The red candle, it just negated that, tried to close above that, but it was sold into. So now it is exactly at the resistance. Now an aggressive trader would want to short it here for a quick buck, but just stay safe. Don't do this kind of stuff. And if it is well, I think it would be pretty safe here on a second thought, because it has gone quite a bit, like it has run up quite a bit. So I don't think there is much room for going up. So I think it can be shorted here. Talking about GSPL is looking very interesting. The last 2 days it has tried to touch this trend line coming from long back as in very long back, since the very beginning, so around 2013. So this has acted as a support always. So this time also I expect it to act as a support, and with a very small stop loss, a position can be taken here at the low. That would be the stop loss. So if it closes around 278, then you can consider that as a stop loss and exit. And if the war comes to an end or gets concluded, then there is a good upside. That is what I think. This is the chart of Hindustan Unilever. Not a great chart. It has closed below the support line. So the support line, let us see. So it has been acting as a support since 2018. Okay, so long time, but it has broken below that quite a couple, 2 times at least, and then climbed above it. So we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of days. Sai Life, this has closed above the resistance, and today it could not close below the resistance. So this probably today it closed above the resistance, so we'll have to see tomorrow. If it closes above this point, above the high of today, if it closes above that, then this can go a little bullish. We can consider that it would be a little bullish, but otherwise if it comes back in this particular range, then it will fall or correct quite a bit. So that is the analysis for today. Thank you.